So here with Grp Synthesizer at Superbooth 2017, one hell of a system. Is all this available now, or how did all this system sort of come about? Has this been a lot of work leading up to this full case?
Well, this is the Eurorack system from Grp. It will be available in September as the same circuits from the big one, for the E4 synthesizer that you see there. And actually there are 12 different modules, but in the final run there will be more than 13 modules. On the system, actually we have 4 oscillators. 3 of them are connected to the mixer. We are working with 3 saw waves, 1, 2, and 3, going into the mixer with levels and master. Then the signal is split in 2 halves. One row goes into the low pass filter, 24 dB, with resonance and the capability to have automatic gain change against resonance with an envelope, obviously. Then the other row goes into the 12 dB state variable filter that you can listen raising this one, and this one can be distorted, heavily distorted. Then the signal from both filters goes into the VCA, the amplifier, and finally goes to the output module. This module has 4 inputs, 2 panable, a couple fixed in position of the stereo field. This is the level output. Maybe now we are distorting your camera, maybe. Then the signal is still splitted and goes into the fixed frequency here on the lower row that you can decide to emphasize or eliminating the bands that you doesn't need. And here you have the envelopes for first filter, low pass, second filters, and amplifier. But you can patch whatever kind of controls you want, from low frequency oscillators over against the cutoff frequency of the filters if you prefer, or whatever. Pretty fast to be a low frequency.
There's lots of expression and shaping with the way that you've built up the system, with the 2 filters running in parallel, mixing again, fixed filter bank mixing against that.
It's the fun with the modular system. You can patch the same amount of modules in infinite ways. So you can have a lot of different behavior and timbres and sounds concerning from where, passing where, going where.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, it's one sort of hell of a thing to come and present a full voice of modules that are going to be ready later in the year. What's some of the history of the company with some of the sequencers and the larger formats?
Oh, well, Paolo Groppioni, who is the guy behind Grp Synthesizer, started with the big systems. Before the A4, there was a big synthesizer called the A8. 1.5 meters from panel, was a huge synthesizer. Then this one, actually in property of Jean-Michel Jarre, Franco Battiato in Italy, Hans Zimmer. Then recently he developed the small one, the A2 synthesizer. Now it's closed in the mixer so you cannot hear, but if you want I can turn it on. And then the 3-row sequencer called the R24, which in reality are 3 different sequencers completely independent under the same hood and in the same box. So there are a lot of products from different levels for different kind of musician. The Eurorack module is for people who want to experiment with different connections. The complex systems, non-modular, are for people who want more speed in production of sound.
Brilliant. So you said these will be available later in the year, the Eurorack modules?
Yeah, the Eurorack module will be available in September. Mid of September probably. Actually, there are those 12 modules, but in the end there will be more than 30 modules for the full system.
And will you sell them as a full system as well as individual modules, or is the plan just to get all the modules out there?
Frankly, I don't know. You should ask that question to Paolo. Maybe in the first run, he will sell the standard module, single modules. By the way, the fun with the modular system that you can configure whatever you want. If you need 30 oscillators and 1 filters, or 1 oscillator and 30 filters, you can develop whatever kind of system you need.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.